For anyone tracking the accelerating pace of AI, I mean, the question isn't really if AI will transform work anymore, is it? It's how. And maybe more importantly, where are the immediate opportunities, like right now? So today, our mission in this deep dive is to explore exactly that. We're looking at concrete, genuinely accessible strategies, ways to leverage these advanced models like, say, GPT-5 for real-world business, for monetization. And we're pulling these insights straight from a recent business blueprint we've been digging into. It's really packed with actionable stuff.
It really is. The whole landscape. I mean, artificial intelligence, it's just evolving so incredibly fast.
Yeah.
And understanding the practical side, the applications, well, it's not just for tech specialists anymore, it's becoming crucial for, frankly, almost every business out there. And as these powerful new versions like GPT-5 start rolling out, being able to translate what they can do into clear business strategy, that's paramount.
Yeah. And the document we're looking at, it really does emphasize accessible pathways. It shows you don't necessarily need a deep programming background to tap into this potential. Okay, so let's unpack the first one then. The first strategy this blueprint outlines is building a business around, teaching AI skills. It specifically talks about doing this through curated online courses or workshops. Now, the blueprint really hammers home this no coding background required angle. Why is that specific detail so significant for, a wider audience and maybe for businesses looking to adopt AI?
Right. But the research suggests is that this no coding required thing, it isn't just a marketing phrase. It's actually a critical enabler. Think about so many businesses from like small e-commerce shops maybe up to larger service providers. They desperately need to integrate AI. But they can't necessarily hire an army of data scientists, right? The blueprint, for instance, has specifically pointed out the huge demand for things like AI prompt engineering for non-technical roles. That's a real thing. So imagine marketing teams needing to craft really effective queries for these large language models, or maybe customer service agents using AI to triage support tickets more efficiently. By empowering these non-technical teams, giving them practical AI skills, you're filling a very clear market need. You're making AI understandable, usable for everyone. It's really about bridging that gap, between the cutting edge tech and just everyday business operations.
Yeah, it's fascinating when you think that maybe the biggest barrier often isn't the tech itself, it's the human understanding, the skill to actually use it effectively. So for you listening right now, just consider that the potentially enormous market for courses teaching people how to truly use these powerful AI tools, use them well without ever needing to touch a line of code. It's like empowering people to drive the car, right? Not forcing them to build the engine from scratch. Okay, so if teaching AI is about empowering individuals to use it, the blueprint then takes this, almost more radical leap, suggesting individuals might not just learn to use AI, but actually build with it in totally new ways. It calls this the software composer concept. And honestly, it sounds like it could redefine what development even means. So could you maybe define what the blueprint means by a software composer, and what are the implications it explores?
Sure. The software composer idea, as it's laid out in the blueprint, it refers to, a new paradigm, where individuals can design and essentially build functional software applications or maybe complex workflows just by communicating what they need. Communicating in natural language, like English, to an advanced AI like GPT-5. The AI then takes those instructions and translates them into, executable code or system configurations. You're basically using conversation as your development environment. It's quite a shift. And what's really powerful here, and this is a specific nugget from the research, isn't just building brand new apps from scratch. It's the ability to rapidly iterate on existing internal tools. It's huge. Imagine telling GPT-5, okay, add a new reporting dashboard to our CRM. Show me sales by region in real time. Pull the data from this API, and it just generates or modifies the system maybe in minutes. That dramatically slashes those traditional development cycles, doesn't it? And it really democratizes creating bespoke solutions.
Yeah, that distinction, iterating on existing tools, that really lands. It's kind of like maybe you're the executive producer of a film. You describe the scene you want, the dialogue, the lighting, and the AI handles all the complex stuff underneath the cinematography, editing, special effects. You're composing the final product with natural language, your words. Leveraging the AI's ability to essentially film the whole thing without you needing to know every single technical detail of filmmaking. It becomes about vision and clear communication, not, coding syntax. Okay, so following on from that, the blueprint then gets into how you can actually turn these new AI capabilities into a whole business service, specifically by tackling one of the biggest time sucks for companies: those repetitive tasks. Which brings us to the idea of launching an AI automation agency. The report emphasizes leveraging no-code AI agents to automate these repetitive business tasks. How? So what exactly are these AI agents in this context, and what practical implications does the blueprint highlight for businesses needing this kind of automation?
Right. So in this context, AI agents are basically semi-autonomous software entities. They're powered by large language models usually. And they're designed to perform specific tasks, or even a series of tasks, with pretty minimal human intervention needed. Unlike, say, simple automation, which just follows static rules, these agents can adapt. They can learn, make decisions based on dynamic inputs. You can think of them almost like intelligent virtual assistants, but for your business processes. The blueprint actually gave a really compelling example, a small graphic design studio. They automated their invoice processing and also their client communication follow-ups. Basic stuff, but time-consuming. And doing that freed up something like 15 hours a week for their lead designer. Time they then used to take on a massive new project, apparently. So that's the tangible impact.
For 15 hours, that's significant.
Exactly. That's what an AI automation agency can deliver. And the research, it doesn't just float the concept. It actually gets into exploring how you'd effectively build and monetize that type of agency. It underscores the business strategy component, which is vital, alongside the tech itself.
That's a really powerful illustration. So for you listening, think about your own daily grind or the operations of businesses you deal with. What are those nagging, repetitive tasks? The ones that just drain time and resources. Could be email sorting, data entry, maybe initial client onboarding steps, customer support triage. The blueprint shows how an AI automation agency using these intelligent agents can directly solve those real-world pain points. For businesses large or small, it seems like a very direct path to providing immense measurable value. So just to recap then, this deep dive into our business blueprint, it's uncovered 3 pretty distinct accessible pathways to monetize advanced AI like GPT-5. We've talked about teaching AI skills, through accessible courses. We've talked about becoming a software composer, building solutions with natural language, and launching an AI automation agency to really tackle those repetitive business tasks. Each one represents, it seems, a relatively low barrier entry point into this rapidly expanding AI-driven economy.
Yeah, absolutely. These strategies, taken together, they really do represent a profound shift, I think, in the economy. Advanced AI isn't just fenced off for the big tech companies anymore. Not at all. It's becoming increasingly accessible for entrepreneurial ventures, really of all sizes. These insights really just underscore that idea, that knowledge is most valuable when you understand it and then you apply it. It's opening up entirely new avenues for anyone who's willing to learn and adapt to these, constantly evolving technological landscapes.
Yeah, and here's maybe something to really chew on. How might these accessible methods fundamentally change things? Not just who creates technology, but how businesses operate entirely in, the next few years. If basically anyone with a clear idea in natural language can compose software or automate complex processes, what completely new kinds of businesses are going to emerge from that? And maybe what role could you play in that transformation? The tools are definitely becoming more democratized, and the opportunities, they really seem quite limitless right now.